Okay, so hello and welcome all of you. So this video is going to be the extension of the previous video, which I posted a couple of days ago. Yeah, so the only difference in this video is that how you can import data from the database. In this particular case, I'm going to be using sqlite3. I'm not going to use MySQL. That's a different story. But in this case, I'm going to show you how you can take the data from the database and put it to a tree view. So let's do it. So first of all, we're going to import a module called sqlite3. So you need to download that. It's not, I guess it's not provided by you by default. I guess you need to import or pip install sqlite3. You should, I guess in Python 3 you're gonna get that default, but I don't know, but you need to install that one. Alright, so first of all you need to import sqlite3. Then what you need to do is you need to first make a connection to a database. So when we connect to a SQLite database, we are accessing the data that ultimately resides in a file in our computer. SQLite databases are fully featured SQL engines that can be used for many purposes. For now, we consider a database that tracks the inventory of names. Okay, so I'm going to create names, and I'm just going to create a name kind of a table in it. So first of all, let's make a connection, and we're going to call it sqlite3.connect. And since we don't have a database initially created, so we're going to make a new database file. So it's going to be my new database.db. Yeah, so that extension should be over there so that it notices that it's going to create a file if it's not been created already. Okay, so that thing is like the function, the sqlite3.connect function returns a connection object that we will use to interact with SQLite database held in the file my new database.db. Yeah, the database file is created automatically by sqlite3.connect function right there. Okay, so that's done. So we have already created our database. Now it's time for us to add some data to that database. Okay, so first of all, we need to have a table. Okay, so now that we have connected to a database, we can now start inserting and reading the data from it. In a SQLite database, data is stored in tables. Tables define a set of columns and contains 0 or more rows with data for each of the defined column. Okay, so it's like an Excel format. I'm going to show you how a database looks like in a few minutes, but let me insert and make some table below. Okay, so let's create a table. The table, we need to have a cursor, just like a cursor in the mouse. So we're going to call that cursor connection. So we have that connection object over there, connection.cursor. So that's going to be the cursor. So everything, every statement that we're going to use it through the cursor. Okay, just like a mouse. You can understand it by that way also. I will show you that in a minute. So first of all, I need to create a table to do that one. But let me show you how it's done. First, let me run the script now so that you could see that I'm going to create a new database file in here. So there is no database file in this particular folder, but if I run this one, If I run this one, yeah, sure, it does work good, but the change is that you're going to find a new database file that is my new DB. So if I just click over there and let's say show in the Explorer, and look, there is my database, my new database DB. So if I open that one, okay, so here is the database. Okay, so first of all, we need to have tables. Since I haven't inserted any commands to insert tables, so there are none. So we're going to insert it now. Okay, so the cursor, which I mean a couple of seconds ago, was that the mouse. So if I go over there and say create table and just say the table names are names and the table fields are that and field, just add the fields, yeah. If you do that one, it is the same thing, you do it by the code. Okay, so let's not do anything kind of here from this SQLite. Okay, so cursor dot execute. I'm sorry, my bad. Cursor dot execute. Why is it showing the red underline? It's cursor, okay. Dot execute, and I'm going to write a command that's called sqlite. Sorry, it's create, by the way. Create table. Say if not exists, the table name would be names, names, and the table will be following one. Since my data has the columns ID, passnum, and full name and DOB, so we're going to add that thing in here. Okay. Oops, sorry. Just add ID, and that is going to be the text, and the passport, passport, that is also going to be the text, and the third one will be full name. It's a full name and text, and text, and we have what? DOB. Okay, so let's say DOB. That is also going to be the text. Okay, then that's all. I guess that should be done. So if I come over here and say cursor dot, I guess we don't need to do the commit on this one because commit is only for inserting it. So let's run this one once again and see if there's any changes to our database. Okay, so here is the names which are created from the Python script. So this is names, and if I go to the browse data, I'm going to see ID, password, full name, and DOB. And of course the table name is names. So now I'm going to insert my old values in here. Since my old values are down here, so I can't access that one because it's down. So it's called what do I say that one in programming language? It's called I completely forgot. Like it's called. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna tell you if I remember it later in the video. But yeah, first of all, I need to just copy this one and paste it in here. So this is column, this is data, this is my old data. So I'm going to insert all of these to the Okay, so now we're going to insert this data to the data fields in the database. Okay, where was I need to cancel this one. Let's make it more big so you could see it. And now I'm going to use a new command cursor.execute, and I'm going to say insert into names and the values. So the value would be ID, name, passport number, and DOB. So we have all the data in a list, so you could loop through that one. So why do the hassle? Let's do it in a loop. Okay, that's what Python is made for. So let's say for each in data, and we're gonna see insert, and we're going to format the text. Just write the F in the beginning of the string, and you can just add the variables in the string and inside of the loop. So that's it. Just do cursor.commit. It's called connection dot commit. Yeah, so if I run this code once, you're going to see that there is a data that is being populated automatically with the data I've given below. Okay, so let's run this one. Since I'm getting an error. So it's saying insert into names, values. Table names has 4 columns but 1 value was supplied. Okay, so what is it? Data. That is data each, insert into names, values, and each. Well, it seems to have like I have a tuple in here, so I need to erase that one. Let's erase it because I already have a tuple inside of the list, so I don't need to add extra tuple. So let's run the code. Say it's running. Well, good. That let's see on the database also. Okay, here are some datas. Okay, you can see it in the screen. Very good. Now we all need to do is that we have the data inserted. Now we all need to do is to fetch data and send it to the tree view. All right, so let's say my new data would be cursor dot execute. Let's say select ID. Let's say select ID, passport, full name, and DOB. Okay, so I'm going to select that, and it's going to be from names, and then we are going to be using the fetch all function. It's a method. So this thing is going to get me all the values that are in. Okay. Okay, so where was I? I am in here. Okay, so I'm going to select everything from the database, and I'm going to put that into my new data. Okay, so let's print my new data. If I run this code, I'm going to see it in here. Yeah, look. Okay, so instead of inserting things into the tree view, I'm just going to change the variable name from the data to my new data. Okay, so let's run this code if I have some error. Well, yeah, as you can see, and still it is working. Okay, I guess this kind of makes you understand the logic between how you can insert it, how you can get the data from the database, and you can insert it into wherever you like. This is the third step. This is the second step, so you need to bypass that one, and you can even cancel out this one, this data. You don't need this one because all the data are in database. Now you're gonna fetch that all, and that you're gonna put it into my new data, and you're gonna use that data to insert into the tree view. Well, thank you for watching. If you didn't understand anything, you can comment down as usual.